Score well in IELTS speaking by avoiding these 5 common mistakes. Welcome back everyone. In this video, I want to highlight the 5 most common mistakes made by students in the IELTS speaking exam, which ultimately lead to low band scores. So bear with me while I explain what these are and how you can avoid them to get a good score. Now the first mistake, which is quite common and which might be familiar to most of you, is when the students are taking pauses or simply being quiet when giving an answer. Guys, if you remember from my last video, the scoring of IELTS speaking is based on how well you represent your language. So that includes your fluency, your content, your vocabulary, your grammar range, grammar accuracy, and so on. So it depends on how well you are representing your language. Now, when you are taking pauses, when you're being quiet throughout your exam, whether it's the first part, the general questions, second part, the cue card, or the follow-up questions, when you take pauses and when you're being quiet, it simply says two things to the examiner. Number one is you are not properly prepared. And number two, you do not know how to convert the thoughts in your brain to the words that are coming out of your mouth. Now, both of these are big problems, guys, and anything that hinders with your fluency throughout your test is going to take out a big chunk of your marks. Now, if you have been preparing the right way, this should not be a problem for you. And while I'm on this topic, let me elaborate a bit further. Guys, when you are preparing for your exam, you basically have two options, in which number one is to prepare on your own. This might be a bad idea because first of all, you have to find the best information on the internet, where most of what is it out there is either wrong or useless. Secondly, if you are practicing without appropriate supervision, this will make you perfect, but you might be perfect in the wrong methods, and that is not going to help a lot in your exam. So all that time and effort spent on preparation may still not get you the scores that you are expecting. And if you do not want to waste your time, effort, and money, then I recommend you to go with the second option. Study with a teacher. Find someone who knows what they are doing, somebody who has got a good track record to get what you are looking for. Studying with a teacher is going to reduce your study time by months, and it would be a lot less hassle, stress, and effort compared to figuring it all out on your own. This, by far and large, guys, is going to be the best use of your time, effort, and money. So study with someone who has got a good track record, somebody who knows what they are doing. Spend your time practicing and preparing the right way. This is what is ultimately going to lead you to the good band scores that you are looking for. And that is exactly what our one-on-one classes were designed for. To get you the maximum scores in the minimum amount of time with the minimum amount of hassle. So this is the first mistake. Going on to the second one. That is short answers for the questions. What happens in this scenario, guys, is when the examiner is asking a question, students tend to lean towards one single sentence answers, so they don't have to talk a lot. Now remember what I said earlier, they are judging you on the basis of your level of the language. And if you're only giving them one sentence answers, they do not have a lot of data to work on. And in order to attain a good amount of data, in order to analyze you properly, they have to ask you a lot more questions than they normally would, simply because you are giving them short answers. And guys, the deeper the conversation goes, the longer the interview goes, the deeper they are going to dig down into the details, and the harder it is going to be for you to come up with the content for the answer. So guys, do not give short answers, expand and elaborate everything that you possibly can. Again, if you have been preparing the right way, if you have been preparing with the right person, this should not be a problem. Would you like to score well in your IELTS or PTE exam? Discover the strategies, methods, tips, and insider secrets to crack your exam from the comfort of your own home with the minimum amount of effort, time, and hassle. Join our one-on-one classes with flexible and convenient timings, and you can achieve what these students have. If you are serious about getting good scores, and especially if your exam is close, stop wasting time looking for a quick fix. Start your classes with us today so we can put you on the right track to success. Enroll in our course by contacting the email address on the screen for step-by-step guidance on exactly what to expect and how to prepare for your test. We also have a 100% money back guarantee if you do not pass your exam, provided you've been following the teacher's advice and you attend classes regularly. Remember, we want you to succeed. That is the whole point of why we do what we do. The third mistake is, guys, this is specifically about the cue card, is when your answer has to be between 1 to 2 minutes. So this is the format of the test. You have 1 minute to prepare and then 1 to 2 minutes in which your answer has to lie. So guys, in the back of a student's head, since they only have to talk between 1 to 2 minutes, they think it's okay if their answer only goes on for 1 minute, 5 seconds, 1 minute, 10 seconds on the 1 minute side compared to the 2 minute side. Now this goes back to again what I said earlier, your representation of the level of language. If there is a topic that you are not able to elaborate, in this case which is the cue card, if you are not able to elaborate the topic well, what would be your level of language? By definition, guys, if your answer is on the 1 minute side compared to the 2 minute size, you are limiting the content, and because of that, when your answer is on the short side, this again sends the same message to the examiner. One, the guy is not prepared. Secondly, he doesn't know how to convert what's in the brain to the words that are coming out of his mouth. So remember, keep your answer as long as it possibly can be. Your answer should be at least 1.5 minutes long, if not 2 minutes, and if you can, take it further ahead of 2 minutes so the examiner has to stop you. Remember two things, expand and elaborate. This is the key to the IELTS speaking exam, guys. Expand and elaborate. The fourth mistake is when your answer is off the topic. To explain this point, let me pick out an example. So let's say your cue card, the topic for your cue card was to talk about a rule that you did not like in school. Now the answer for this topic should be focused on the rule, guys. Remember, this is the main topic. You have to talk about a rule that you did not like in the school. And if you're spending all the time talking about all the happy events in the school days, your answer is off topic. It is not relevant to the content. Remember, guys, the focus of your answer to any part in the IELTS speaking exam. I've just picked out the cue card topic just to explain this concept. But your answer should be targeted, should be focused towards the main topic of the question. Again, this goes back to you not preparing well for the exam. If you're not well prepared, what is going to happen in the exam is you go sit down, they ask you a question, then you start talking. Since you have no more to talk about because of your lousy preparation, you end up talking about something that is completely random, that has got nothing to do with the topic. It might sound strange, guys, but test it out for yourself. To analyze whether you are making this mistake or not, go to Google and look for the latest cue card topics. Pick out any topic, imagine this as your test, and then record the answer on your phone. After you're done, listen back to your answer. Now see, what is the length of your answer like? What is the quality of content that you are saying in your answer? How good is the vocab? How good is the fluency? And the important part, is your answer relevant to the main topic? This should give you a fair idea of exactly where you are standing in terms of your preparation, guys. Remember, all the mistakes that I'm going to talk about in this video, all of them have the same basic root cause, and which is incidentally lack in preparation and practice. This is the root cause of all evil. If you haven't had the correct guidance and if you haven't spent the time practicing and preparing for the exam, no video on YouTube is going to fix that, guys. So spend your time practicing and preparing for the exam and find someone who can guide you towards the right track. Before ending this video, guys, I'm going to leave you with an experiment. Like I said earlier, pick out a cue card topic from Google and then record your answer. See how many mistakes among these mistakes you are making yourself. If you don't want your time, effort and money to go into waste, guys, find somebody who knows what they are doing. Again, our one-on-one classes are designed exactly for that. To get you the maximum amount of scores in the minimum amount of time with the minimum amount of hassle. So contact the email on the screen so we can put you on the right track to the bands that you're looking for. So guys, this is it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you learned from it. And if you learned something, like and share it for the benefit of others. Guys, this is the least that you can do for the amount of time and effort I put into making this stuff. Your likes are going to help YouTube discover and rank my videos, so my stuff can reach out and help a lot more people than it already is doing. All I'm asking for is the click of a button, guys. If you are learning something from my videos, like them and share them for the benefit of everyone. Also, subscribe to my channel so you do not miss any future videos. Goodbye for now. See you next time.